Welcome back to You Versus. Today we are covering Scary Movie made in 2000, which is a parody movie created by the Wayans brothers, who are the same people who made White Chicks. Scary Movie parodies on making fun of horror cliches and scenes from horror movies, especially I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream, since the killer is literally Ghostface. But can Ghostface beat us this time? Let's find out and get into the film. Before this video starts, can you please just consider subscribing, or at least commenting something funny or liking, or maybe even doing that new thing called hyping it, since I want to make more videos and I need your help. Okay, bye. The movie begins just like how Scream did, except Casey didn't fart when making popcorn. This is actually Drew, who is threatened by Ghostface to gut her boyfriend, which actually doesn't happen this time. She grabs a banana for self-defense against Ghostface, and then goes to the death path. Ghostface catches up to her and stabs her in the heart. Wait, is that what a heart looks like? Anyway, she's hit by her parents' car and she's killed by Ghostface. Who could have survived this by not taking a banana and getting a better weapon and going through the livable path instead, even if it does ruin the joke? You see Cindy with her boyfriend Bobby, which is just the exact same as the original Scream, except Cindy is related to Pablo Escobar and her father is going into hiding. She meets up with both her friends, Brenda and Buffy, at school, who are inspired by Randy from the original Scream and Hallie from Scream 2, which I mispronounced in the You Versus episode. And Buffy is inspired by Tatum from the original Scream, Helen from I Know What You Did Last Summer, and obviously Buffy the Vampire Slayer. We meet Brenda's brother as well, which is one of the best characters in the Scary Movie franchise, who is named Shorty. Also see Gail Heatherstorm, who is doing the news and shoots someone. But due to the Sinners rule, he's a background character and we're not giving advice for him. She interviews Shorty, asking him what he thinks about the death of Drew.
Run, bitch! Run!
That's where it's from. We also meet Ray, who totally isn't gay. And finally, we meet Greg, who is failing all his tests but is dating Buffy. They meet at the water fountain, like in the original Scream, and they talk about Drew's death. Buffy talking about how her brother Doofy had a crush on her. Before they have a Family Guy cutaway of the friends driving in a car, each of the couples having fun. They're all distracted for different reasons when they hit a person with their car and get out to see who it was. They discuss if they should dump the body or call the police, and after knocking him out multiple times, they dump the body in the ocean. Gail tries to get a story and talks to another amazing character, Officer Doofy, who I'm sure is a part of the Special Forces. Cindy gets a threatening note from the killer, which reminds her of the time Bobby struggled feeding her food, but actually meaning the guy they killed. Greg also gets a note blackmailing him in a different way, since them showers must be cold judging by the sensor bar. During a pageant that Buffy performs in, mirroring the scene in I Know What You Did Last Summer. But instead of Buffy getting killed, Greg does, which Buffy sees and cries about, but the audience doesn't notice, thinking it's a part of the act. Greg could have survived this by listening to Buffy when she told him to turn around, especially since she said his name, which wouldn't be a part of a performance anyway. Cindy is then called by Ghostface, who is hiding behind the couch, and when she escapes him, Bobby appears and drops her phone and a knife. Bobby is arrested and Cindy goes to Duffy's house, who reveals that Doofy knows about the man they killed, but it doesn't really matter because it's Doofy. Ghostface calls again, meaning Bobby can't be the killer, and Doofy runs out to see what's happening with a Hoover.
Don't disturb me when I'm cleaning my room!
Be honest, buddy, because that is not what you were doing.
Well, Mom also said for you to stop sticking your dick in the vacuum cleaner.
Shorty is also called by Ghostface, resulting in the best scene in the whole movie. Cindy talks to a teacher named Miss Mann, and I wonder why they're called that. Oh, I see now. Anyway, Cindy doesn't really get any good advice from Miss Mann anyway. Then Ghostface corners Buffy, and she plays along with him, injuring her own leg, before Ghostface cuts off her head, which is still talking. Like, shut up.
I hope you're gonna pay for that. Ah, I will not.
Thank you. She could have survived this by not helping the killer kill her, since she could have gotten away if she didn't do that. The group talks about suspects, and Cindy does another I Know What You Did Last Summer reference, causing someone to purposely fall off a building.
What are you waiting for?
You!
Oh my god.
Gail then reports a character named Heather being killed, and asks for her opinion, but mine is that she isn't getting advice due to the Sinners rule. Ray and Brenda both go to the movies, where Brenda annoys everyone there with food and her being loud. No, you shh. Ray gets up and goes to the toilet and puts his ear up into a glory hole before being stabbed by a penis, which should be a sentence I shouldn't be saying. But he doesn't die, since he's in the second movie and the trailer for the recent film. Ghostface meets back up with Brenda, who is still disturbing everyone in the cinema, and goes to kill her, but everyone in the cinema does it for him. And she also somehow survives this, since she's literally in every other scary movie after this one, since she's somehow immortal. She could have survived this better by being silent during a movie, since if you're laughing really loud, you deserve this. We go to a party which everyone is at Cindy's house, where Cindy and Bobby are having sex, or at least trying to. Ghostface and Shorty are having a fun time pranking people on the phone, whilst also smoking weed. Okay, let's see what Cindy is doing now. Oh my god! Who is he? Spider-Man? That's disgusting. Ghostface stabs Bobby, but obviously he is the killer since Billy also done this. And he reveals himself shooting Shorty. But he also doesn't die and is in the sequel. Ray is also another killer, and they reveal him and Bobby are gay for each other.
What? I ain't gay.
Which has to be a reference to Billy and Stu's bromance from the original Scream. They reveal that Bobby and Ray are not actually the main killer, but they were pretending to be him. This means I have no idea who they actually killed there. But the actual killer kills them, or I guess looks like he kills them, since we see them both in a sequel. Cindy fights off the killer using Matrix abilities, and kicks him through the window, but doesn't see who he is under the mask. She is questioned by the police officer on anyone who could know about the guy they murdered, and who could know about Drew, until she realises that Officer Doofy knows about the murder and Drew, which means he must be the killer. And Doofy does a reference to Unusual Suspects, and it's revealed that he's not special at all, and actually a regular person, before he drives off with Gale. Now this confuses me, since in the Scary Movie 6 trailer, we see Doofy being Doofy again. So I wonder if this means it's been retconned, or it's going to somehow carry on. The movie then ends with Cindy just missing them, but not being missed by a car she is hit by. Now that the film is over, I will rank the survivability of the film and how much I liked it in a tier list. I think the average person can survive Scary Movie, since most characters in this movie survived to be in the sequel anyway. I believe that Scary Movie belongs in the B tier, since it's a funny movie, but it's not really like it's an actual movie itself. It's just a funny thing to watch with a friend or by yourself. I decided to cover Scary Movie because of the new Scary Movie coming out soon. And hopefully this video comes out by then. Fingers crossed due to the recent delays. So go watch it if it's out. Find the blue pumpkin somewhere in this video and comment down below if you found it. This has been You Versus, and I'll see you next time. What's up? What's up? What's up? Have you been there the whole time? Oh.
Help! Help!
Here. Oh, take my hand.
Ah!
Come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No! Give me your other hand!
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No! Get it away from me!
Take it. Take my hand.
Ah!